Leuven, you reach out with your divine sense. The house is overwhelming in how much it's been desecrated from its original form. You also pick up something from the boy and the girl, Simon and presumably his sister. You know that they've passed beyond the veil, but there's something about them that rings that clings to Baldur's Gate. And you kind of get the feeling that maybe they don't even realize what's happened.
I'm just gonna casually drop all that on everybody, just really nonchalantly be like, by the way.
Would the boy and girl hear you?
Yes, Leuven does not care. He's saying it out loud.
So Leuven, why don't you just say what's on your mind? Let's hear it.
Oh God. After regaining from feeling sick and nauseous and that horrible, awful smell, I'm gonna tell everybody that this place reeks. Something terrible has happened here. It is bad. It is desecrated beyond all rational thought. It's bad. And these kids, something's not right with them.
Echo's going to perk up. That's fascinating. That sounds far more interesting than this silly task we were supposed to do.
Did you drop when flying or hit a wall or maybe a lamppost?
He's walking.
Okay. Sorry. Sure.
I do think that sounds like a compelling reason to help them. And again, we're lost, so we might as well see if there's anything inside that can help us find our way.
Sounds amazing. Let's go now.
Oh, joy. Sounds great.
All right.
Did y'all not hear what I said about the house being super bad?
Silly people, we're supposed to make things better.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. I guess I got my sword.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the sword one.
Sorry?
Got my faith.
I'm sticking with the sword one.
Sticking with the sword one, I like it.
All right. Sounds like a good plan. Listen, give me 1 minute. I just need to set up a map on Owlbear. If you're looking while I do it, it'll spoil the great surprise I have for you. So if you could just open another tab and not look at Owlbear, or just enlarge your character sheet for a sec, it'll just take me a moment and we can...
No peeking.
Yeah, exactly. Is anyone a florist? And would anyone like to collect maybe some flowers that have been dead for years and years?
No, Echo is not interested in flowers.
I will also pass.
Okay.
I'll pick some flowers.
Nice.
Leuven's not above flower picking.
Is it racist to ask if you want them for a snack?
You leave my diet out of this.
Hey, one thing I will say is I am often asked why I'm eating rabbit food in real life. So,
okay, Leuven was gonna save the flowers for a snack for later.
After the ringing endorsement of the house, you really want to eat the flowers outside the house?
The flowers are fine. It's just the house that's bad.
Well, I mean, she also said the kids are bad, and...
I said there was something off about them.
Oh, Okay. So yeah, there's something wrong. The kids are also bad.
But I'll reassure you, they're not
It's fine.
undead.
All right. So what I will do is I'm going to try and put a few of you on a map and see if I can get this working.
Excuse me.
Oop, no. Do not open a new browser window. That is not what you wanted to do, Don Kittle. Great. I have lots of Rime of the Frost Maiden characters here. I have a Levo token. I have a Eve token. I have a Stella token. I am missing Leuven as a token, and I'm missing Echo. So let me...
You can fix that.
Sorry?
You can fix that.
Yeah, did you create a token for them, or should I?
No,
Okay.
I didn't do any. I just gave you a picture and was like, there you go.
Yeah. No problem. Token stamp. So the others, I'll just drag onto the map. We have Stella. We have Eve. We have... Sorry, is it Levo?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm like hopelessly lost at remembering this character's name. I should watch more Netflix shows, I think.
it's not a bad show.
I will have to check it out now. I am a little bit in between shows right now, so...
So in the show, this dude is called Levo because he literally leaves.
Ah, okay. So it's very meta.
Yep.
Wow, okay. So I gotta say, I love Herringons. What I don't necessarily like about them so much is the fact that it's really hard to fit their ears in the token.
Just chop them off.
I
Get a lop-eared Haragon.
A lop-eared Herringon. Oh, that is perfect. Okay, so, and then I also need to make one for Echo. There we go. Echo will also be chopped up a little bit, but I'll try and get your wings in there a little. Download Echo token. So this is a word of advice to anyone who wants to run a module at the last second. Give yourself more than 1 hour prep time, because by the time I got home, it was only half an hour and it wasn't enough time to do anything really. Let me now add the 2 new tokens. So we have Echo and Leuven. Oh man. Seriously? You need me to... Yuck. It didn't add PDF to the end of Leuven's token name, or PNG. So my app, or Owlbear, can't open it. Really? I know how to use computers. Leuven. Oh shit, bugger, what did I do? Owlbear doesn't like Leuven's token. Nope, definitely doesn't like Leuven's token. I've broken Owlbear! Shh.
It's day one.
Yeah, I know. Oh no, he's there finally. Whew. Okay, so if you're an owlbear, way down at the bottom of the screen, you should be able to see yourself, and you should be able to see a bunch of fog of war all around you. I hope.
Yep.
If you see the whole map, I have failed as a DM, and this module is going to be really short. All right, so there is a little bit of an iron gate that leads into the entryway of the house. The iron gate is like really pockmarked and rusted, and it's really only hanging from the bottom hinge. So it's kind of kiltered, hanging to the left at a kind of precarious angle. You kind of get the feeling that the whole thing might literally just detach and fall halfway into the garden if you try and open it and get into the house. But it's your only way in.
It,
Who wants to go first?
Wasn't my idea.
I'll hop forward and because I hop. I don't walk. I hop. I'm gonna hop.
Oh, that's adorable.
All manner of awesome. All right. So the door to the place, so the doors are quite ornate. Just reconfirming that this house indeed is a house that belonged to a fairly wealthy family, but has been in disrepair for quite a while. There's all kinds of ornate carvings on the front door. There's a big iron door knock, but like the gate itself, it's kind of worn a bit and is a bit rusty. It's also in the middle of the door, which I think makes it sort of ear level for you.
Is everything in this house going to be high on shelves and we can't reach it?
Well, not all of us are short.
I'm gonna put one of my big ears up against the door and see what I hear.
Oh, great. Okay, give me a perception check, please.
Do I get advantage because I have giant bunny ears?
Oh my god. You're as bad as Levo. Do I get like... Yeah.
It's okay. I rolled a 19.
Okay. You hear some footsteps, and they're kind of echoey, and the acuteness of your hearing would lead you to believe that these footsteps are maybe on some wooden steps, because there's a bit of an echo to them. They're very faint, but you can make them out.
I'm gonna tell everybody that I hear footsteps.
Well, should we not?
Well, the kids said their dad was in there.
And something scary?
Logically, if there are footsteps, then we should knock before entering. That is the only right thing to do.
Right, because obviously someone's in there. It could just be dad, and maybe the kids just have an overactive imagination.
Kids were dead.
Do y'all remember that this house is super desecrated?
Nope.
Yeah, you told us like 3 seconds ago.
So am I knocking on the door of the desecrated house?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna hop up and knock on the door. You said it had a knocker on it?
Yep. If you reach up a bit, you can definitely reach the knocker without having to hop and.
No, I'm gonna hop.
Or do you want one of, or do you want somebody else to knock on the door?
Like someone who's taller.
I'm pretty tall if you count my ears.
Do your ears knock?
No, rabbits can move their ears. Can they grab a hold of the knocker enough to move it?
I don't
think so.
Okay, Leuven, if you're a monk, you're totally not doing unarmed attack with your ears.
I'm gonna hop up and hit the knocker.
All right. We'll say you hit the knocker, and with a creak, it moves and slams back against the door with a loud thud. And interestingly enough, while a lot of sort of dried paint and stuff rains down on you from the door when that happens, you don't hear any sounds from inside the house. Nobody comes to the door. The door does not open.
Well, that didn't work.
I guess we can go in.
Sure.
I'm gonna try the door. Does it open?
All right. So the door opens actually fairly easily for you. It pushes into the house. The doors are not locked right now. It's actually a set of double doors, and as they creak open, you see beyond that there's a hallway. It's 10 feet wide. It's about 15 feet long, with large double doors at the other end of the hallway. Give me 1 sec. There's an old carpet lying on the floor. Wait, haha. I can actually show you what you see if I was a good DM.
You are a good DM.
So this is the hall that you see beyond the entry door. Again, it has some double doors at the far end of it. They are closed. There's an old, really kind of moldy carpet on the ground. It does not look like yellow mold or anything like that. It looks mundane. It does smell kind of mildewy. And on the walls, so on the left-hand wall, you can see there's a whole lot of ornamentation hung on the wall itself. I think you can see that in owlbear itself. So in the middle of the wall is actually a shield that's emblazoned with a coat of arms. It's a stylized windmill on a red field. To either side of that shield, which is the rounded thing in the middle of that east wall, to either side of that is a couple of painted portraits that are in horrible shape. They are of some aristocrats that look really dour and very serious. And you can just tell from the painting that they're people that always walk around with their teeth clenched really tight. And then there's some odds and sods of some other smaller artwork that is just way too deteriorated to tell what it might have been.
I am certainly glad we were not hired to clean this place.
I'm gonna turn to everybody and be like, it smells bad, it looks bad, and it's quiet.
So should we?
So, go further?
That sounds good.
Sure. Are there So it's just the paintings. Are there any trinkets? Is there any money lying around?
There are no trinkets or anything like that. It's just the old decrepit artwork on the walls, and lots of dust and mold. If you want to start a spore collection.
You said the thing in the center was a shield hanging up?
Yeah, it's an ornamental-ish shield with a coat of arms emblazoned on it.
Like to knock on it?
Sure.
And ooh, this is shiny.
It's not a door.
So it does sort of feel fairly solid. This could actually be serviceable if somebody in the party needed a little extra protection.
No, I'm good.
I don't know how to wield one of those.
I already have a shield.
I already have a shield too.
Nice.
I mean, I could ride on it or something.
Awesome sauce. Okay, so you all move forward into the hallway, and these double doors just behind Levo and Eve, they actually slam shut behind you with a fairly firm thud, and dust kind of rains down from the walls and rains down from the portraits and the artwork and the shield, probably leading you to cough a little bit. And then all is silent and pretty darn dark in here too for anyone without dark vision.
Y'all didn't have to slam the door.
I didn't shut it, did you?
No, they
Nope.
just happen on their own. Hey.
Guys, I can't see.
Might have been the wind. Ooh, I can help with that. I will cast light on my shield.
Great.
I
Oh,
appreciate you. Thank you.
And I'll cast it on Leuven's shield as well.
wow, my eyes. Oh, shit. Oh, my eyes.
we're just radiating light.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, I have a
have-
light too. Does anyone need me to light stuff up?
You do it.
Guys, I'm a deep gnome. I have like empowered dark vision. I live underground, apparently.
Yeah, so basically you are a trailer for the movie The Eternals. You are bright and shining and everything good in the universe right now.
Mission
Can I try-
accomplished.
Opening the front doors.
Yeah, so you give a good heave on the front doors and they seem to be a little bit stuck.
Try knocking.
I'm not sure.
Well, I'm not that strong. Is anyone else strong that wants to try the door? I'm just feeling a little claustrophobic right now.
I'll walk and knock. And then I'll run back.
Claustrophobic, but like everybody is so tiny except for, two of us.
I know, but I feel like these doors should be open.
Can I strength check these doors?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me an athletics or strength check, whichever you're proficient at.
Nope.
Yeah, so you heave on the doors and they do not seem to move at all. Like not even a little bit, which would be really unusual because normally if they were bolted shut, there would be at least a little bit of movement and you could like rattle them and...
I'm going to look at everybody and be like, I told you this place was bad. And then I'm going to hop my happy way over to that next set of doors.
I find this absolutely fascinating.
I mean-
Doors that close themselves? That's amazing.
What were you expecting us to do? Ignore this troubling place?
I wouldn't even dream of it.
How did I get stuck here?
All right. So, somebody said they were going over to the doors to the north.
Yep.
Okay. Do you just want to open them, or what do you want to do here?
Are they locked? Okay, I'll move forward and try to open them.
Yeah, so you haul on one of the doors. They also so they open into the hallway that you're in, and they do not appear to be locked. So let me show you the area beyond the doors.
Hey, they open.
The doors open, and kick down the door. There are monsters. Roll initiative. Remember the old dungeon crawls of old? No, anyway. So yeah. What you see just beyond is this big sort of main hall area that kind of occupies the center of the house. It's a really wide hall, and it seems to run the entire width of this rather narrow house. There's a huge black marble fireplace on the west wall. You can see that just to your left, right in the middle of the wall. There is a longsword that seems to be in fairly okay shape, hanging above the fireplace. So there is this really dark wood paneling. If you think about movies that have really austere homes, that might have like a cigar smoking room in them or something, they're all like really dark wood, ornately carved, kind of really ostentatious and overbearing at the same time. This has wooden panels much like those. They're carved with images of vines and flowers and nymphs and satyrs. So it's rather nice, peaceful scenes, entirely at odds with the shape of the house right now. And obviously what you see on the east side of this room is this really grand, once finely carpeted staircase, circular staircase that winds up to the upper levels of the house. The carpet on the stairs is in pretty rough shape. It's got discolored patches on it, and it looks really worn and shabby. But the stairs look fairly okay.
Does the floor match up with? You said I heard footsteps on what sounded like wooden floors.
Yeah, you heard footsteps that were ringing kind of hollowly. And might have been on wood. Yes.
Okay. Well, I heard footsteps, and there's only very limited places they can go. We are locked in the house.
Echo's going to go. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you're fine. I was just gonna say, should we try calling out to whoever is here?
Do it.
I'm gonna shout, "Hello? Is there anyone here? We're looking for some directions. The door was kind of open. Now it's shut, but that's besides the point."
Give me one sec.
That's great.
So you do a lot of shouting. You do not receive any answer to your shouting, though.
Is there echo? Not echo. Other
Yes,
echo.
there is an echo, and there is a slight echo in here as well. It's very, it would be very subtle, just because of like the carpeted stairs and the thick dust on the floor would kind of muffle it a lot.
Wait,
Well,
there's
that didn't
dust on
work.
the floor? Can we see, like, if there's been any footprints?
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody want to do a survival check?
Oh, I'm proficient with that. No,
Nice.
Ooh.
Levo,
Ooh.
23. Yeah, so in examining the floor, what you see is there are no super recent footprints, but you do see that there are some footprints that lead down from the stairs that come down onto the wooden floor, the light wooden floor of the room, and kind of seem to walk the perimeter of the room before heading back up the stairs again. They seem to go in a counterclockwise direction, and it seems pretty consistent that whoever is walking this path is usually following the same path all the time. The footprints themselves look like they're the size of a 5.5 to 6 foot humanoid. They look like they're maybe heavy boots or something like that with your 23.
They're not recent.
No, but you can almost tell the brand of the boots from your roll.
So yeah, I mean, I tell everyone or point it out to everyone.
Okay.
What's happening? And they just walk. They don't go north or anywhere.
No,
Passageway.
they seem entirely limited to walking the perimeter of this room and going up and down the stairs.
And it's not recent, you said?
So there is some dust accumulation in the footprints themselves, like what you think might be the most recent ones. So it doesn't look like anyone's walked this way, in days or maybe even weeks.
Well, that's odd.
I know what I heard.
Right, that's what I mean.
While they're looking at footprints, I would like to look up the chimney.
Okay.
I would like to investigate that whole fireplace and up the chimney area.
Yep, makes sense. Why don't you give me a perception check?
Perception?
Yeah. Or investigation, if you prefer.
I'd prefer.
Okay.
It doesn't matter much.
Well, 11's a little better. So what you see is the fireplace really looks like it needs to be cleaned. The flue and the chimney itself. It's actually really dark. You cannot see sky or anything like that. There seems to be no light in the chimney, almost like something is blocking it further up. You don't see anything, close to where you are, but
somewhere along the path.
Yeah.
Well, I'll pass that along. Well, it doesn't look like we're escaping out of the chimney.
I don't know if all of us could have fit in the chimney.
It doesn't matter because it's blocked off.
Okay.
No plan B?
Open this door?
Well, there's a lot of doors to open.
We should all open them at the same time.
Yes.
So I could never go wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's 4 doors and 4 people who can open doors. I'm just saying.
It looks like 5 doors.
Yeah.
Oh, there is 5 doors.
Oh,
This plan is not logical, but I don't have a better one, so.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to open my door.
All right. Let's do it in order
so
here
honored.
then. Splitting the party. Always a great idea. So you're Stella, right?
No, I'm Eve.
Oh, sorry. I was heading in the wrong direction here.
Well, Stella's at the bottom.
Yeah, so Eve, I see you sort of standing close to the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My mage hand goes 30 feet.
So sorry, which door are you opening then?
The one to the right of Echo.
Okay. Perfect. So, let me reveal some stuff to you.
Echo dies.
That would be mean. So yeah, Echo, you look in this room, and this definitely has the look of a kitchen. That rolling pin is a dead giveaway. That round thing, by the way, is not a loo. Just in case you're wondering, they do not do their business in the kitchen. That is just gross.
It's Baldur's Gate.
No judgment.
Anything happens.
Exactly. So, the kitchen is fairly clean. There's some broken dishware and pottery and utensils sort of placed on shelves, but also covered in dust and look like they haven't been used or moved in a really, really long time. There is a oven on the north end of the room, not a toilet. A stone oven with a dome. And it's got a stovepipe that comes up and goes into the wall just to the east of it. So behind the stove and just to the left of it is another door. Other than that, you do see a small opening in the south wall. It looks like a door that you can pull up. I've kind of revealed what's beyond it. Anyone who's been in a fancy house before would know that this is something that the kitchen could use to get food to other levels of the house. So it's a dumbwaiter.
Found a dumbwaiter in here. It's in one of the small people upstairs if we want.
Do not judge somebody's intelligence until you've heard them speak.
Damn it. I was gonna say something like that.
I think we killed Dawn.
Nope, I'm still here. Stella, could you tell me what your passive perception is, please?
Mine?
Is your name Stella?
Right. Yes,
Wah,
yes,
wah,
yes.
wah.
14.
Great. You hear something. Kind of over your left shoulder if you're facing the door in front of you, waiting patiently for a mage hand to open it up. and what you see is a little bit alarming. So there's some movement on the stairs at the very, very top of the stairs. And what you see initially over the course of maybe half a second is what looks to be heavily booted footprints, feet moving down the stairs. But really quickly, you can see that there are armored leggings that are thumping down the stairs and coming around this arc toward you. As the person gets lower and lower down the stairs, you can see more and more of them, and you can actually determine that it looks like somebody walking down the stairs in a suit of plate mail toward you.
Right. So wave at them and be like, "Hello there. Sorry, didn't mean to intrude. Just, the door was open and the kids outside said to just come right in."
They don't seem to acknowledge you, but they do continue moving down the stairs. They're moving at a pace that maybe leads you to believe that they're not super hostile toward you. Like they're not quickly moving down the stairs. And they don't seem to have a weapon in their hands.
Cool. So, must be perfectly fine.
So as this humanoid in plate mail rounds the far corner of the staircase and starts down this last bit of an arc in the stairs toward you, you can clearly see that it is somebody in a suit of plate mail. The plate mail itself is quite ornate looking. It looks like a style that is dated, like plate mail that would have been in style maybe a couple 100 years ago. If you know anything about armor whatsoever, you'd be embarrassed. You wouldn't be caught dead in this shit in this day and age. But whoever it is seems to wear it with style. And then you notice something. The eyes in the helmet are glowing a bright red. And there doesn't seem to be a chin protruding from the bottom of the helmet at all. And there's just something about the sound of this thing descending the stairs that rings hollow.
Be like, hey, you guys see this too?
So we've heard her talking. We hear the thing coming down the stairs, right?
Yes, you do.
How tall is the ceiling?
The ceiling here is about 10 or 11 feet tall.
Oof. Okay.
Can I cast mage armor on myself?
I will let you cast mage armor, and then I will invite each of you to roll initiative for me, please.
Roar did say he was going to be right back.
Okay.
Oh, I'm here. Sorry.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I don't want to go first.
Oh.
I'm so scared.
Decisions. Okay, so Eve got a 19. Awesome. Stella got an 11. Great. Nice in the middle of the road. Leuven gets a 4. Leuven's like, yeah, you people figure it out. I'll just hop in where I can. Sorry, that was bad. A 12 for Echo. Levo gets a 13. Nice. And The person in plate mail seems to not want to make any moves quickly. All right, so Eve, you are up in the turn order.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, so he definitely seems hostile, right?
So the disposition of this thing does seem hostile, yes.
Okay. Okay, so I will. If I step out, how far is he from? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to light up my hand and or I'm going to attempt to throw a firebolt at him.
Okay. So this dude or dudette is 15 feet away from you. Just FYI.
Okay, it's 120 feet range, so
no problem.
I realized that when I looked, I was like, oh, I guess. Ooh, does a 23 hit?
23 is spectacular. And yes, your firebolt smashes into the center of his breastplate. Doing 7 damage. Ooh. Nice. So it does glance off the armor and hit the paneling at the back, but you notice there's this small melted sort of channel in the middle of this thing's chest. It doesn't look particularly phased, but you definitely did some damage. Anything else?
I'm going to go back in here.
All right. It's too bad you weren't a tabaxi. I could call you a scaredy cat. Yes, for those who don't know me, I tell dad jokes all game long. Levo, what would you like to do?
Right. Yeah. Right. Well, I don't have. Oh, I have darts. You know what? Decisions. Yeah, sure. I'll throw a dart at him.
Okay, sounds great.
Yeah.
A
Probably
15,
not.
unfortunately, hits his left upper arm and bounces off harmlessly and lands on the
Sorry.
ground at his feet.
Okay. Sure. I don't do anything else.
Okay. Echo, you are up.
I am going to fly as high as the ceiling will allow me, 10
Okay.
foot or so,
Yep.
and then bluish frost is going to cover my hands, and I shoot it out at him, casting frostbite.
Great. Is that a hit or do I need to save?
It is a con saving.
Nice.
14.
Gets a nat 20.
That
Ooh.
does nothing, I don't think.
No. So
Nope.
You shoot frost at this thing and it starts to frost up his right hand, which is on the banister, and the thing just lifts its hand off the banister and squeezes its hand into a fist, and you see the frost just like shatter off into pieces and fly off of his hand, and it doesn't look like it's done any damage to it whatsoever.
Well, that was fun.
Anything else?
Nope.
You gotta love second level. Stella.
Right. All right. I will try Told the Dead.
All right. Great. Wisdom
He said he's
saving
already
throw.
taken some.
Yes, it has taken some damage. It rolls a 6 on its
Yes.
save.
Right. He
D12.
needed a 14, so yay.
Yep. All right. 10 damage to this thing. Oof. It shakes its helmed head as it hears the ringing of the death bells in its non-existent ears. And you can see all of the armor sort of quivering as the death knell reverberates through it. The moment passes, it looks around, but it's definitely been hurt.
Yeah, and you know what? I think I'm gonna go hide by the rabbit.
All right. I will make a check. I'm going to roll a d6. On a 1 or a 2, it's going to go chasing after Stella, who hurt it so badly. On a 3 or 4, it's going to go straight after the poor little rabbit.
Bring it on.
Gnome, if it's a 5 or 6, your butt's mine. Roll. It is a 1. Stella, do not run from me. You will like me. I will be your friend. Let's play Smash Face.
Right. I'm going to use warding flare.
Ah, okay. I think you can wait until after you know it hits
Oh,
you, right?
okay. Well.
Yeah, so it gets a 21 on its first attack.
Yeah, well, then I'm definitely using it.
Okay, so it's at disadvantage for that. And it gets a 13 with disadvantage.
Okay, that misses them.
Okay. And then on the second attack, it gets a 9.
Phew.
All right. It looks very frustrated by its ineffectualness. And Leuven, you are up. You are adjacent to this thing, even though you are small. We'll take a break in a moment, and I'll adjust the map size. Because technically, these are 5-foot squares, not 12-foot.
Okay. I'm going to cast Bless
Awesome.
on Della, Eve, and Levo.
Thank you.
And then I'm gonna swing at this thing with my longsword.
Okay, I'm just putting some names on tokens so we can remember what our names are. Okay.
Jerk face.
So an 18 actually hits this thing.
Sweet. And then why do I have two different?
If you're using it with one hand or two,
Yeah.
you use the D6 one.
It's a D8 and a D10.
Mm-hmm.
You'll use the D8.
Yeah,
the D10's
D8
if you're
is for
swinging
one-handed.
two-handed.
D10 is two-handed.
Okay. Sweet.
Wow, 14 damage. Holy cow. Max pain to you.
Can I divine smite it?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna expend a spell slot to use divine smite, dealing.
So let's just check in one sec. I haven't been updating its token, but if I was to update its token right now, I would put it as a red. And red means it has less than 10% of its max health right now.
It's okay. We'll just divine smite it.
Okay.
And then it's a 2d8.
I believe so, yes.
Do I have a button for this? No. Okay, so
Boom.
and it does extra damage if it's undead or a fiend.
It is not an undead or a fiend. However,
Okay.
you have smitten it. It is smitten with you. There's smiting, there's smittenness happening, and it dies a horrible, horrible demise. So I will do it in red, and we will do our normal flip it upside down because Jerkface is dead.
It has been smote.
And you are
Yay!
out of combat.
Wow, that was easy.
I'm gonna
Is
flourish
it
my
dead?
sword.
It's dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's Eve saying that.
Oh. Sorry.
I believe so. It just stopped moving.
I mean, we could probably like try to take it apart.
Yeah,
Feel-
sure. Let's check the red body.
Maybe,
Or
yeah, maybe take the helmet off and put it somewhere else.
I know. Sure.
Thoroughly fascinated by that, and I do want to inspect it. He was freaking moving armor.
I'm gonna take out my prayer book and just say a little prayer in the corner.
All right. So yeah, the armor again is of a really, really old style. You haven't seen anyone wearing this kind of armor in ages. You may have seen it in paintings. You may have seen it in, if you have any kind of martial training, there may have been a school that you went to that has this kind of armor. This is your ancestors. This is what they used to wear. Everyone laugh. It looks so hideous now. Makes your butt look big. Things like that. It doesn't look special other than that. There are straps holding the various pieces of plating together. They're very, very worn leather, although they haven't deteriorated as they should have with something this old, which is surprising. What else can I tell you? Yeah.
Does it have a cape? Buttons?
It
anything?
does not have a cape, unfortunately. You were thinking this is like Iron Man meets Superman?
Not really. I was thinking more like a knight's armor with like a red flowy cape.
No red flowy cape. But if it's on your wish list, we may make it happen further in the module.
I am just looking for something I can pick from this armor, like, I don't know, buttons. A pouch? Does it have a pouch?
No, there's no pouch or anything like that. You could abscond with like a helm if you wanted, or maybe remove the gauntlets or some of the leggings, like the ones that go over your shins. I think they're called greaves. You could probably steal those and throw them on if you wanted. It has a breastplate. It's got like a melted strip on it, but other than that, it's serviceable.
No, I'm just looking for something I can put it in my pocket or something. So.
You take souvenirs from your kills.
Kinda. I have a habit of collecting trinkets. And food, so I've been stealing food all the time we were there.
Nice. Like I said, there are leather straps that kind of hold the armor together, other than the magic that used to hold it together. In the middle of many of the straps is a buckle, so they can be adjusted for the size of the person. You could, cut a buckle and a bit of the strap away from these things, and that would fit in your pocket.
Sure. Yeah, I'll pick that.
Great. Awesome. Treasure seekers all around. So, why don't we take a 10-minute break? We've been going for a little bit. I've been babbling a really long time. I need to chow down some dinner, and we will reconvene in 10 minutes. Is that okay?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Sure.
Great. I will see you in 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, I was supposed to have a pet mouse. Okay, I don't have a pet mouse.
Now it's off.
How about, yeah, there we go. Right, you can hear me? Okay. I forgot I had a mute button. I never took a long rest. And I should have, right?
Yes.
What is it? Nope, it's broken. That's okay, I don't think I'll just manually reset. You meant to send that in the OOC? Oh, we got grids now.
Is Dawn hooking us up?
Dawn hooked us up with a grid. But everything's smaller now.
Yeah.
Not you.
I think my token should be smaller. I don't know.
You
Hey,
can
everyone.
adjust the size of your token. Hey, Dawn.
Yeah, if you want, if you click on your token, you can see some bars left and right. And you can make yourself as small as you want. Within reason.
I'm assuming that regardless of size, you still cannot occupy the same space as another player.
That's correct. All player characters occupy a 5-foot space.
Cool.
I think you have to be tiny to occupy the same space, right? And you're all small?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm small. Yeah.
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 I notice Echo is trying to make himself like almost invisible, so small.
I mean, he's a foot tall.
If you don't think I'm going to use that against you, you got another thing coming.
You're going to use it against me.
All right, cool. Listen, Jerkface dies. You go rummaging through his body. Levo pilfers a trophy from the body. Not creepy at all, just saying. And suddenly there's a startlingly loud grinding noise that comes from the east. And a whole host of dust and debris comes clattering down from the roof above you, filling the room with almost like a dense fog that makes you cough and sneeze, and the rumbling sound seems to be shaking the floor and shaking the walls and ringing in your ears. It's actually overwhelming, and suddenly it abates, and the dust starts to settle, and what you hear is this really shrill, high-pitched noise. It's very, very faint. It has a lot of vibrato to it, and it seems to be coming from really, really far away and is quite muffled. And interestingly, it's almost like a single note with vibrato that's very, very high and very shrill, and then it fades off into silence, and just as it softens to nothing, you hear this rhythmic thumping also coming from what sounds like far away. And as the dust settles all around you, you can see that the circular stairs actually no longer go up. They descend. And the sounds, this rhythmic, almost tribal, almost ecstatic dance type percussion seems to be coming from down below.
Those stairs are just not logical. How did that happen?
They just shimmer and change, or was that like a Harry Potter shift?
Can I like religion or history check to see if like the thumping means anything?
Sure, give me a religion.
17.
So you're Lathander?
No, Stella. Well, actually, I don't know, but I know Stella is Lathander.
Okay.
I don't know what.
Yes. We'll go with Lathander.
Sorry, we've got 2 clerics in the party, right?
I'm a paladin.
Oh, okay.
One cleric.
I don't officially have a religion right now.
You anti-religious paladin types, you. Okay, so 17's a pretty good check, Leuven. You haven't heard this exact rhythm before, but there's a sense to it that's very, very familiar to you. There's a cult that is especially well liked outside of the Lord's Alliance. So in the lands around Elturel and Baldur's Gate, and just north between here and the Lord's Alliance, there's a cult that claims to worship a being that created everything. Now, a lot of religions have this as a central concept within their religion, that there's this great being, it's known by many names, and it created the rest of the gods. But this particular cult worships a being that is not like other religions. So they believe that this being formed all life from vile chaos itself. And they seem to worship a being that is not only a fiend, but associated with the abyss. So the worst kind of fiend imaginable.
That's the vibe I'm getting, that it's that cult.
That's the vibe you're getting, that it's some kind of fiendish, chaotic cult.
I don't like that. I'm going to tell everybody.
So we check the doors here first before we go down? Just so we are not caught off guard.
It is logical to check the doors upstairs before proceeding downstairs to mess with cults, because cultists are known to be mindless servants of whatever blindly they're following. He goes off on a tangent.
How do you know this much about cults, though?
Books.
Sure. Okay.
Well, in case there might be more jerk faces roaming around. I'd hate for it to come up behind us.
It's true.
Should I use Mage Hand to open all the doors?
I move. Yep, go ahead.
So which door are you opening?
I'll open the one in the south first.
Okay. Do I hear cute Isaac noises?
You do.
Yeah.
That is too awesome. And I will not pass any judgment about you lightening the mood at all. Not one iota. So this door swings into another dusty room. This one seems to be a den of sorts. It's also oak paneled in dark stained oak, and looks like it was a sort of a man cave for people who like to hunt. There's a fireplace on the far east wall of it. Also, not one that's been used anytime recently. Above it is this mangy, dusty-looking stag's head with one antler that's kind of been broken and is hanging almost totally torn off of the thing. There are some stuffed wolves, like life-sized, but also looking really, really mangy and dusty and a bit moldy, spread throughout the room. At one time, they were probably somebody's pride and joy, but no longer. In front of the fireplace, there's a couple of padded chairs with sort of the decayed remains of maybe blankets or furs or something. There's a small oak table between the two chairs that has like some drinking goblets and things like that. Everything is just like old and decrepit looking and very, very, very dusty. There's a couple cabinets that stand, one along the north wall and one along the west. You'll see it if you enter the room, the one on the north wall. Both of them are closed, so they're wooden cabinets with wooden doors, totally closed.
I would like to open the north one, please.
Okay, great. So Echo, you go flitting over to the north cabinet and you haul on one of the two handles on it, and it seems to stick a bit.
Yeah.
Can I knock? I'm going to knock on it.
Nobody answers from inside the cabinet.
Okay. Well, somebody else have to try that one. And I'll move to the east side.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So Echo, you open the cabinet along the west wall, and what you find is the door. First of all, creaks open. That was a horrible creak sound. Self-evaluation here. Questionnaires will be coming out at the end of the campaign. So this cabinet, the shelves are also like really, really dusty. They're mostly empty. On the top shelf, there is a spread of cards. They look like traditional playing cards, but they're also in kind of an older art style, something that would have been popular a long, long time ago. Not a style that's popular today. And then the lower shelves in this cabinet are just full of assorted wine glasses.
Boring. No. Echo is, I mean, he's not going to touch the cards. He's going to point out to everyone, what's up with this place and all the weird old stuff?
Antiques?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Does it strike anybody else as odd that everything in here is ancient and there's 2 young kids claiming to not be able to come in here?
Well, and also, I think it's odder that there's all this dust. Because then it's like, okay, how long have those kids been outside?
Telling you, something's off about those kids.
Yeah, we can't go out now. Okay. Leo, using all his resolve, tries to open what Echo could not.
Sure. Give me a strength or an athletics check if you would care to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So the door pops open. Takes a little bit, but it's not all that stuck. A 10 would have done it nicely. And inside you see a whole bunch of stuff. First of all, there's like a black, very slim belt pouch almost. It has a drawstring on one side of it. It looks like it's made of old leather. There's a bit of a crack in it, but it hasn't disintegrated beyond that. And then on the shelves below, there's actually 3 different sizes of crossbow: a heavy crossbow, a light crossbow, and a hand crossbow. And there are 3 quivers of bolts lying on the lowest shelf in this cabinet.
anyone needs crossbows?
No, thank you.
I don't think we should steal.
I mean, is it stealing if we need it?
I mean, if it doesn't leave the house, it's not stealing, right?
It's just borrowing.
Yeah. That too.
I tell you, the DM needs a castle in Scotland, but I'm not entirely comfortable walking up and claiming it. Sorry.
Okay, so I mean, I don't use a crossbow, so no point me taking it. I look around these tables and the fireplace. Is there something that should not be there? I don't know.
Well, depending on your level of cleanliness, you would say the dust is definitely out of place in a rich home like this. And the mold and mildew, probably also a little out of place. But other than that, nothing strikes you as incredibly strange. It looks like a once well appointed man cave for people to beat their chests over their hunting skills.
I just want to point out I hate this room.
Your DM is
Oops.
vegetarian for environmental and animal rights reasons, so.
I'm literally a rabbit.
But these are wolves, and wolves eat rabbits.
You don't understand. If they're going to taxidermy the wolves, they'll taxidermy the other animals.
Yeah, they kind of seem to like go for the ones that have sharp, pointy teeth.
I have a sharp, pointy sword.
Maybe you'll meet the taxidermist.
Oh my!
All right,
All
what
right.
would you like to do?
Other doors? Calling for a vote.
Yeah, which one? Next, the one in front of Leuven.
Door. Yep.
I'll mage hand that one.
All right. I will endeavor to make suitable sound effects. So you open the door right by Leuven, and what you see in there is what used to be a really immaculate dining room. So the centerpiece is actually this huge mahogany table surrounded by these 8 high-backed chairs. The chairs are a little bit in disarray, which probably ticks any of you who like things in perfect order. These are not in perfect order by any stretch. They're also, although they were padded in this beautiful velvet a long time ago, the velvet is stained and decrepit looking and is lumpy and bumpy in ways that just makes you kind of shudder a little bit. There's a huge crystal chandelier that hangs above the table. Looks like it could actually be salvageable and worth a lot. If only you had somebody strong who could reach the ceiling to detach it, and somebody strong who could actually carry this out, the thing would weigh a lot. I'm totally not mocking your heights at all. A good DM would never do that, and I am a great DM, as you love to tell me always. So yeah, the table is littered with what looks like it might have been really nice silverware, but it has tarnished over the ages and is deep, deep black. Looks almost like it's been soaked in a thin layer of oil that's hardened on it. There are some crystal goblets spread about as well. A couple of them have been knocked over. They're not broken, but they're also covered in a thick layer of dust and some grime that's grown on them. Some mold that's kind of crept up from the table and grown into the insides of the glasses to have to be scrubbed quite vigorously to clean them. There is another fireplace on the west wall with some wood paneling about it. The wood paneling by the fireplace depicts some deer among trees. And finally, there are some drapes that hang on the north wall and on the and a mural on the east wall. But they are so decrepit and rotted that it's really just like strips and bits and bobs hanging from the rods.
Can we see outside?
The windows are so utterly grimy that it's nothing but the dimmest of dim light getting into the house itself. You can't really see through it.
Okay. Well, if there's an emergency, we can always break open a window.
Do we want to test that?
So
I didn't hear what you said, Roar.
Oh, sorry. I said, do we want to test that?
no stealing, but we're happy like breaking the place to the ground.
We were okay with borrowing.
All right, touche.
I'm gonna kick open this door over here.
Okay. Well, it opens back up into this main foyer, obviously.
Echo is
Your
strong.
little booted feet do a stellar job of that.
Perfect.
There's one more door.
I'll send my mage hand to open that last door.
All right. As the rhythmic thumping hammers into your heart from below, you try your hardest to ignore it. Its call beckoning you down into the depths. You open the door, and it is a dirty, dusty, decrepit DDD cloakroom. There's a bowler hat on the far side. Looks like it was once worn by Pierce Brosnan, a movie that your DM likes very, very much. Some cloaks that are not cloaks of the elven kind, but instead things that have gone moldy and musty and hanging in a very awkward way off of hooks. Nothing seems to be of interest here. Yet the percussive, rhythmic, tribal thumping draws you from below.
Isn't there like one more door?
Yeah, there's one more door in the kitchen.
As
Yeah.
we ignore the rhythmic thumping from below.
I don't want to go down there.
Yeah, so let's put a pin in that.
Yeah, I'm a mage hand in the last door.
So, not saying anything, but how are people feeling about maybe adding a third night? Anyway, never mind. Right. Eve heads to the third door. Remarkably, off of the kitchen, you find... Sorry, Eve, are you opening that door?
Yeah, with mage hand.
Great. So you open up, and a kind of putrid smell comes out of the room and almost bowls you over. You feel kind of sick to your stomach as this mingle of food that barely resembles food, the smell of that like just assails your nostrils, and you just feel like nauseous from the smell of this stuff. Like you don't want to eat anytime soon. From where you're standing, you can see in the very, very dim light. Do you have dark vision?
I do.
Okay. So you'll see actually fairly, clearly with your dark vision that This looks like a pantry and larder. Or a pantry rather. There are various things that, judging by the shape of the mold, might have been foodstuffs at one time. They no longer resemble what they once were. They just resemble blobs of green and blue and black and have a sickening stench to them.
I'm going to use my mage hand to close that door. Ooh. I think that's worse than the weird pounding downstairs.
Weird.
What pounding? I haven't heard anything.
All right, I gotta find a way to stream sound effects to everyone. Discord doesn't make it easy, unfortunately.
Well, I do think it's time for us to head downstairs. It's only beckoning us.
And I mean, I don't think there's any place else for us to go.
We can't go up.
Actually, we could go up the dumb waiter. I mean, the intellectually challenged waiter.
Some of you could, I guess.
Let's go. Mr. Leuven, would you like to lead the way?
Are we going downstairs?
Yeah, I believe that's the only place left.
Besides, Dad is supposed to be downstairs, right?
Or something. I don't think we're gonna find some kid's dad, though.
I mean, we might.
You're right, we might.
I mean, just because they're evil doesn't mean they can't also be a dad.
Okay, you got me there.
Okay, 1,000 pardons, because you'll need to adjust your token size as we change maps. But while we change maps, can I just confirm the composition of the party? Are you really telling me that the tank in the party is a rabbit?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Just...
And Liberty said she'll be right back.
Okay. Great. Love it.
What's wrong with being a bunny tank?
Okay, sorry. Let me get some tokens on the map for you. So Lupin's coming down first. So we'll bring you into the hallway here, and I will clear some more hallway for you. You can see probably all the way down to here. So one thing nice about Roll20 is dynamic lighting. We do not have that right now. We have dawn lighting. Ha ha ha. Done kind of manually. Okay, there we go there. So Lupin, who's next in the marching order?
Echo will come down next.
Okay. Sorry, just give me one sec. So, Echo. And then who's next after that?
I'll be there.
I'll be after.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll be after him.
Okay. And that leaves Eve coming up last, right? Why does it say...
No, I'm behind Levo.
Oh, okay. Sorry. You're Eve? Oh, God.
Yes.
All right. It's like, first night of the campaign, you never remember who's playing your character, who's playing what character. It's really bad when you're only running a 2-night campaign. Notionally 2-night. You are not Eve, you are Echo. And you are... All right. So... we have our heroes down on the second floor. Just, sorry, give me one sec.
You go ahead and take 2 seconds.
No, cool. I'm being ignored, so I will do some ignoring of my own. Somebody just returned home from a wild night of partying with our curling peeps, or her curling team. So, all right. So, Stella, you'll see a little bit further than what's revealed right now.
That's fine.
Yep, sorry. Fun?
Said fine.
Oh, okay. And so we'll do that. So you're in sort of a basement area. It's really kind of cramped. You would expect that that medium-sized humanoids in this area would feel like a little bit enclosed in this space. The hallways are 5 feet wide. They have support pillars every 5 feet as well, like these 2x2 wooden beams that run up each wall and cut across the roof above. The hallways seem to lead in a variety of different directions, and you can see to the south of you, it seems to open up into a room with some sort of table and benches in it. Stella, to the east of you, you seem to see the corridors go to I mean, it kind of looks like halls at first, but then as people are coming down the stairs and you're waiting for Levo and Eve, especially, to get down, you see that there's some stone doors or something that's been moved aside partway down the hall. And what you thought was hallway initially might indeed be a crypt or something. And that's to the east of you.
Who on earth builds a crypt under their house?
Rich people.
Yeah.
The kind that have walking armor?
Touche.
So which way is the thumping coming from?
So that thumping sound seems to be coming from the south.
So do we want to check out the north?
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Do we want to make sure these crypts are empty and not full of, I don't know, mummies and undead and...
No. That sounds like a terrible plan.
I mean, quite honestly, the worst case scenario is we head towards the thumping and then everything up that we didn't check swarms us.
Yep. I
That
hear any
sounds
bright sides to any of this.
Right.
I have run up to here. What do I see?
All right. Give me one sec. So as you get closer to it, you can definitely see that that this does indeed look like a crypt area. The crypt to the north, the stone slab that's been pulled aside, it doesn't have any writing on it, and the crypt itself looks to be empty.
Don, you cut out on us.
Oh, sorry. The crypt to the north looks totally empty.
Where Levo is now?
Yeah, where Levo is right now. The crypt to the south, on the other hand, it's also empty, but there's a name carved into the stone slab that's meant to seal the crypt, not steal the crypt. The name on it is Walter Durst. Durst.
I don't know who Walter is.
Should
So
this name mean anything?
can I do a history check or something?
Sure, yeah.
And
The Durst family is entirely unknown to you.
so the area north of Levo is empty, and then Fred Durst is south of him?
Walter.
Yes. That's totally what I said.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Now, when you say empty, do you mean that it looks empty or like that there is something there and it's just not there anymore?
What I mean by that is, aside from dirt and dust, there is nothing else inside the crypt.
Okay,
No
well, hopefully
sarcophagi
that
or
means no zombies have walked out of here.
Oh god. Maybe that's what that armor thing was. Maybe we already took care of it.
But he came from upstairs though.
The stairs used to go upstairs and then they went downstairs.
I know, but they didn't go downstairs until after he was gone.
That's true. But all I'm saying is if they switch, it might have switched before.
Oh, I see.
They
That
could
was
switch
interesting
again.
questions. Oh no.
What?
Have they switched again? Like, are we trapped here? Or do we still see the stairs?
Yeah, can I look at the stairs? Do they still go up?
The stairs still go up.
Okay. Stairs is still here, guys. Whew.
Whew.
There's a rhythmic
so-
thumping coming from the south.
So what we could
Um,
do, we can move to the south a little bit, and I could put an alarm across the hallway here. So if anything passes, it'll set it off, and we know.
So,
Yeah.
question.
Mhm.
How much light do we have here?
So there are 2 light spells going right now. It has not been an hour yet, so
Oh.
it's pretty bright down here right now.
Okay. So if I look down on the ground, do I see any footsteps?
Give me a survival check, please.
Oh. Okay.
No.
Not bad.
No footsteps. There is actually enough dust here where the DC for just finding any kind of footsteps without being able to identify them would be like a DC 5.
Yeah.
Where we walk, does that leave footsteps?
Yes.
Okay.
Good thing nobody has been here. Just give me one sec, and I go in here. Follow me if I start screaming, but I go here and try to inspect. Look at. Does it look like some zombie should have been sleeping here and like left of sorts?
Give me an investigation, a perception, or a religion check, please.
Perception. 14.
There is no plaque on the door that says zombies. This is a place of rest for you.
Okay.
I.e.,
There's nothing.
it looks genuinely like it would be a family crypt that simply hasn't had an occupant put into it yet.
So yeah, I come back, join the party.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna hop a little bit down this way. I'm getting curious. I want to see the drumming.
All right.
And I'm going to let everyone pass, and I'm going to tell them to walk slow because I'm going to cast Ritual Cast Alarm right here across this entranceway.
Okay. So that'll take you 10 minutes, I think.
Yes, 11.
Once everyone passes. Okay. Great. So Leuven, you can see, like I said, there's a room south of you that seems to have a table with some benches in it. You also see hallways to your left and right. So Leuven, just give me a sec. So to your right, it seems to mirror what you saw above, in that there's a T-shaped hallway that has two stone slabs. These stone slabs seem to be sealing something up, though. And then in the other direction, looks very, very similar. So it's again a bit of a T-shaped hallway with two openings that are covered by stone slabs.
Okay.
And it looks to have writing on them, but the writing's a little bit small from this distance to make out.
Nope, I'm not getting distracted. I hop forward.
All right.
I'll take a look.
Nice, Stella. Yeah, so Stella, you are standing in front of a stone slab, and there is indeed a name carved onto the stone slab. It reads Gustav Durst. So Gustav is Gustav, and Durst Durst.
Okay.
And like I
down
said,
here.
the stone slab is actually sort of sealed up the crypt.
Well, the seal doesn't seem broken, I think. So I'll just mosey down here.
Yes, you are correct. This one is also a sealed crypt and has the name Elizabeth Durst chiseled into the stone slab.
Okay. So I guess that means it's over here.
All right. So finally, you approach the other two areas. The opening and the stone slabs themselves are much smaller than in the other area. And the one that you're standing at right now reads Rose or Rosavelda Durst. And the southernmost one reads Simon Durst.
What was the name of those kids out there?
Simon.
Sis
Okay.
and Simon.
I
There's
told you.
there is a tomb for a Simon Durst here. It looks sealed up. I don't know. If we want, we could like break in and see if there's a body there, but you know.
That seems,
Against that.
yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't
Do
really
not disturb the dead.
It wasn't really my first idea, but if they're like walking around up there, they might already be disturbed anyway.
Oh, a bunch of dead kids told us there was something scary downstairs. Not ominous at all.
Thump,
Sure.
thump.
We saw dead
Comes
people.
from just beyond Leuven.
Are ghosts undead?
Ghosts are undead, yes.
So I would know.
You would know, and you would also know if there was something weird about them. Like if they were more spectral, so technically undead, but not specifically ghostly, i.e. CR5, blah, blah, blah.
Okay. But I did sense that they had crossed the veil at some point, is what you said.
Indeed.
Okay. They're dead. They're dead. We're helping ghost kids.
Worse things.
I mean, if anything, we put some kids' spirits to rest.
Hopefully.
All right, I'm gonna hop further.
I am still ritual casting alarm, I do believe.
Okay. So Leuven, as you move into this room, you see it's rather littered with debris here, there, and everywhere. There is indeed a wooden table with some benches on either side of it in the middle of the room. It looks like most of the stuff scattered on the floor is like the remains of meals and stuff that have just been casually thrown about everywhere. This area does not look as long abandoned as upstairs, which is kind of interesting. The dust here isn't as thick. The wood seems to be in better shape, where a lot of the wood, if it wasn't polished, waxed, and sealed, it was basically almost completely decayed upstairs. Here, this wooden table does not look as well cared for, but it doesn't look as weathered either. So it probably has not been here as long as what's upstairs. Leuven, what's really interesting though is in the shadows that sort of flit about the room, almost as if they were alive. You see something moving in the alcove to the east.
Mm-mm.
All right, I'm gonna turn and look at Echo, and I'm gonna be like, I've seen something moving. Please hurry up.
Is intently focused on casting his spell.
Oh, darn it.
And I'm gonna wait.
Sorry,
And
give me a sec. I totally goofed something up here. All right. What I can do actually is say, could everyone roll initiative, please?
Oh,
So would I roll with
okay.
disadvantage since I'm still ritual casting?
We could retcon it a bit and say, Leuven, do you really want to go exploring while one of your mates is ritual casting?
Can I say I stopped just before I entered the room? Would that keep it from triggering? Can I sit in Stella's lap? Is that okay?
Sure.
Aw, the pretty bunny.
Told me I'm scared.
Oh man. Sometimes this stuff is fun. There was a piece of creature art that I failed to snag and make available to myself. So I have that. I think if people are okay, we will try and get through this. and then we will call a pause until tomorrow. So this thing comes flying out of the alcove after the alarm spell has been ritual cast, and after Leuven steps 1 square south into the room.
Cute.
That is fascinating.
Fascinating? Well, it's ugly and odd.
It's got a beak. That's all I can tell.
Okay, sorry. Just I need to edit this encounter.
Oh.
And yeah. It's a little bit ugly.
It's a little bit big.
Large.
It's not that large. I did that so I could see it.
Oh.
Dawn doesn't want you to, but you can totally touch his tokens and make them bigger or smaller.
Yeah. I am very open with my tokens. We have an open relationship with my tokens. So what do we have for initiative rolls? We have Eve at 1. Really? Eve? That's all you could give us?
I rolled a 19 to start, so.
All right. So Stella, we have a 4. All right. Nobody really wants to go first here. We have Levo at 13. And Leuven at 16. Nice job. And Echo at 9 and is using some cool dice. Awesome sauce. I love it. We'll auto roll for the Grick and we will start. So this thing, which seems to hover in the air, flies toward you, Leuven, and tries to take a chomp at you. So first of all, it reaches out with these long, kind of almost octopus tentacles that are the size of maybe a human's arm, and they reach out for you. There's 4 of them. Gets a nat 20.
Dead.
Ouch.
Yep, it gets me.
Yeah, so the tentacles do a total of 11 damage.
Yes.
How you feeling, Leuven?
Not like you should hit me with 11 damage.
Sorry. Are you still up?
I'm still up.
Okay. Are you really hurting?
I'm at 9 out of 20.
Okay. Cool. Yep. So then it tries to bite you. And it gets a 21. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ooh.
For another 4.
I'm still up.
Yay! Leuven, you're actually up.
To use lay on hands, but I'm going to use lay on hands.
Okay, is that an action?
You touch? Yeah. Does that? Oh.
So how many points are you going to use? I think you've got 10, right?
Actually, hold on. I'm sorry, I've never played a paladin before.
That's all right. I've never played a Grick before.
I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
Making my armor class 20.
Great. Love it.
And then I'm going to swing with my long sword.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Shield of Faith. Yeah, Shield of Faith is a bonus action.
Yeah, 21 definitely hits. For for 12 damage. Ooh, heavy hit. It looks genuinely injured from that. Anything else, Leuven?
I'm gonna hop up on the table.
Okay. Thump. Levo, you're up.
Okay. I'll run up. Excuse me. I hope nobody's wearing skirts. Pretty much through the legs. And yeah, I'll just hit it with my quarterstaff.
Okay. Sounds great. 19
Does a
hits.
19?
Yep.
I don't know if I have versatility with this. If it's versatile, I can roll like a 1d8 plus 4.
Yeah, feel free.
Okay. For 7 damage.
Nice.
It's still up.
It screeches. It is still up.
Okay.
Get on the table with me.
Do you want to do like a headbutt or a kick or something? I think you get a bonus action, right? If you take the attack action.
Yeah. I have to spend key points for that.
You can get one attack as a bonus action without any key. I think it's if you want to do flurry of blows that you have to spend a key point.
Oh, right. So I get unarmed strike as a bonus.
Yep.
Okay, so I took my quarterstaff with 2 hands. I hit it.
Yep.
Yeah, then I do a Hadouken or a Shuriken, whatever it was. An uppercut.
Sounds great.
With my other hand. Oh, okay. 20 hits.
20 hits, yeah.
And 5 damage.
Oh. Jeez. Clearly I need to put like devils or something down here. Like
You almost killed
people
me.
are gods.
Do I have any more movements left?
Yeah, so generally moving through allies, I don't penalize you, so you'd have used 10 feet of movement so far. Sorry, 15 feet.
Oh, so, you said this was hovering, right? Can I, as my movement, roll over to the other side?
Yeah, like underneath it? Sure.
Yep.
Yep, you can do that.
So yeah, I'll back myself into a corner, but yeah, that's what I do. And that's my turn.
No opportunity attack, and we are on Echo.
Awesome. How tall is the ceiling? I have a feeling I'm going to ask that a lot.
9'4".
All right. Ceiling height, flying into the room.
Okay.
And let's try this frostbite and let's firebolt it.
Okay.
Orb of fire shoots from my hand.
25. Oh. Yep.
How's that for damage?
Oh, man.
It's sizzling.
Oh, what the heck? D&D Beyond tells me that all these encounters are deadly. What they mean is deadly easy. Stella, unfortunately, you don't even get a turn because the Grick gets hit by this firebolt full in the face, and it roasts and screeches as it crashes to the floor and smolders a bit. And you are out of combat.
That's fine.
Leuven is gonna sit on the table looking worse for wear.
Good job, guys. Yeah, I will cast Cure Wounds on Leuven.
Okay, cool. Let's do that.
I marked the map. I did mark the map where I put the alarm spell.
Okay.
In case it's needed.
Sounds good.
Well,
yeah, max healing.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
You people, you're like max damage, max healing, 20s to hit.
I
Do you
am
still need a little
convinced
bit more?
average. Sorry.
Sorry, what was that?
Leuven, do you still need some more?
I'm at 17 of 20, so I'm doing pretty good.
There you go.
Okay, I can give you 2 more hit points if you'd like.
Sure, I'll take 2 more.
Yeah, I'll do my healing hands
Okay, sounds good.
and give her 2 more.
I would
Give
like
him 2
to,
more.
He appreciates you.
if you don't mind, I'd like to inspect this corpse because it is something that Echo has never seen before and is fascinated by the sheer ugliness of it.
Yeah, so it is a bit of a monstrosity. It doesn't really seem to have eyes that you can detect. It really looks like a bit of a bulbous body with these big tentacles coming out of it, and this hideous, kind of jagged looking beak.
Yeah.
I'm making notes of it in my book.
Is anyone collecting trophies?
And they're not trinkets.
Trinkets. Okay. I see that language is very important here. Listen, I just want to stay cognizant of the time. I think we should probably call it for tonight. I think we'll have a much faster start tomorrow night. We don't have to do introductions or anything like that. And Leuvenix seems especially anxious to go running toward the sounds and getting almost killed. So I applaud you, Leuven. Thank you for moving the party forward. And taking one for the team.
I built a paladin to get hit.
Listen, I hope everyone had a little bit of a smile tonight and a little bit of fun and a little bit of spookiness. We will see you 7 o'clock tomorrow.
Sounds great. Have a good night.
Okay, take care.
Have a
everyone.
good night.
Good night, guys. Thank
Good
you.
night. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye-bye.